Hey, check it out. Ron Hembree here along with Program 75 coming your way. And we're blowing the hard drives. That's right. It's all coming your way. In fact, you can join us if you want to access our webpage. Channel 1 is where you can follow along with the scripts. Program 75. Why not join us? Also, if you stay here, we got some great stuff coming your way. In fact, we have the Verbal Abuse Network, a very good point about verbal abuse, and it's coming your way. Stand, Steer North, and Viper. We also got The Other Limits. Yes, it's true. The Other Limits are coming your way, and we've also got Odie, who has the topics. Odie.
Rod. Today we got Less is More. That sounds pretty cool. We also have Simple Power and How to Get It. And last we have the secret code to the next level of brain power. Sounds cool, Rodney. What is that?
Hey, it is cool, and check it out. We've also got the secret to the universe all coming your way. That's right, but we also got the Facts and Faith Challenge. Here it is on the screen. The Facts and Faith Challenge says this. I have a question. If Jesus rose from the dead, did he really die? And that right there is a good question. Hey, don't verbally abuse me, man. Watch the Verbal Abuse Network, and it's all coming your way. Do you do this to people? I hope not. Here's Stan.
Gentlemen, kids of all ages, hey, welcome. I'm Stan Steer North, and this is the Verbal Abuse Network. And with me, as always, is the King of Sting, the Master. He causes disaster. It's the Verbal Gerbil. Hey, everybody, it's Viper.
How's it going? It's here. It's now. It's tonight. It's the big fight. It's your time. It's my time on the Verbal Abuse Network. I'm Viper.
Okay, Viper, that's good. But before we go to the main event, let's hear a word from our...
Network is brought to you by Blistermint, the breath wash that kills the cause of bad gossip. Blistermint, available now from the Verbal Abuse Network.
Whoa! Hey, we're back! Hey, and what a back it is! Our first competitor is Barrymore Burns! Take it away, Viper!
Well, let me tell you something. This is the kind of stuff kids can learn from the parents. This is the kind of stuff Verbal Abuse is all about. It's a big fight. Hey, I'm Viper.
Oh, Viper, I gotta cut you off right there, Viper. We're going to the ring. We got a big show for you tonight, folks. All right, it's live. It's bad. Take it away.
Hey, I like your new haircut, Spike. Nice score in your math test, buddy. What's your name? Les? Hey, is your face hurting? Well, it's killing me.
Baby, we're back, and what a match that was. Barrymore Burns, he's tough and he's mean. Viper.
Well, this is what verbal abuse is all about. This is what you hurt people. You can hurt people emotionally. I'm Viper, and this is what verbal abuse is all about. Verbal abuse, verbal abuse, verbal abuse.
This has been the Verbal Abuse Network. I'm your announcer reminding you that life and death are in the power of the tongue. What you say, your mouth, what you say.
So your way through life is a sure way to find death. Yeah.
I'm Viper.
Hey, the Facts of the Faith Challenge. If Jesus rose from the dead, did he really die? No, it was a big media event. Oh, I don't think that's it. The real deal's coming up a little bit later. Hey, check it out. Don't do verbal abuse, okay? It's bad for you and it's bad for everybody else. In fact, when it comes to talking, less is more. That's our topic. But before our topic, here's a guy that could do a lot less talking. Rod knows all.
Uh-oh. Is Stereo's in trouble? Details next on News with an Attitude.
This old-time radio program was originally aired live, long before the advent of high fidelity.
And so tonight it gives me great pleasure to make way for a man who knows what he's talking about.
I'm Rod Knows All with local news and real views from your communities and planet Earth. Kicks is for kids. This just in from Advertising Age. Vice President for Gray Advertising Agency says that with so many kids networks now available, and with the recent weather patterns affectionately called El Nino, there's going to be some heavy competition for the family budget.
Just ain't natural.
One of the biggest concerns comes from the cereal industry. Professional analysts wonder if there's enough wheat this year to drive the summer season crunch-off.
Feed me.
Good news for Big Bird. More in the kids' television market. A new agreement has been solidified with the Children's Television Workshop and Sesame Street.
But what if circumstances were to magnify one of them in size and strength?
Apparently, Big Bird, Bert, and Ernie have been renewed on contract until the year 2002.
Expect something that's fiercer, more cruel and deadly than anything that ever walked the earth.
The perfect pesticide. Science has now developed a diet enzyme for mosquitoes that they really like.
The isotope triggered our nutrients into a nightmare.
Did a headache spoil a day for you? Are you still feeling a little miserable and upset?
Mr. McDonald, do you ever do the dishes for your wife? I should say not.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, brush this or lather, boys, whichever you the notion. 50 cents for shaving cream, $1 for the lotion.
Hey, Program 75, Item 10, it's all coming your way if you're following along on the web page. Now, let's take a look at the data. The data's on the screen, and it says something like this. This is what was written about the one called Jesus. Yes, we're talking about the one called Jesus, important. And it was written long ago. Now, God said, quote, I will astound the people with wonder of wonder. The wisdom of the wise will be drained away in the wake of the one called Jesus. It's true, because mankind continued to reject God and ignore him, thinking that belief in him was saying, it's too simple for my mind. He gave them all a brain cramp, it's true. Some wanted sightings, and others wanted signs to prove Jesus was God. Others wanted the secret to the universe revealed to them. But the lowest level of God's thinking is so much higher than the highest level of human thinking that God used Jesus to confound all the high-end intellects of the day. Jesus still has the power that they could only dream about, the power to save lives. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 1. Check it out. That's from a church, or from Paul to a church called the Church at Corinth. And it's a very, very important passage because we learn about how less is more. In fact, here's the fact. Check it out. It says something like this. The simpler it is, the more it insults our intelligence. You ever notice that? Humankind likes to think it's smart. I've often noticed it. Humankind likes to think they can kind of think their way into anything they want to. But the truth is, we don't even know the secret to the universe. The more we look, the more questions we have. And it's frustrating because we're so intellectual. Here's the voice of reason.
2, 1.
Roger, Houston, the voice.
Engine running.
Up reason.
Liftoff.
One, dial for mankind.
Yes, it was one small step for mankind, but it took a lot of money to do. But here it is. Human intelligence is only an echo of God. It's true. So think less about your ways and think more about his ways. You say, Rod, how am I going to do that? That's through the thing called the Data Master. Data, yes. Master, yes. It's all coming your way. We'll talk more about it. But first, here's Oni.
And 3. Hey, I'm over here, Rod. Next, we got simple power and how to get it.
Oh yeah. Today on Resolution, how we know that believing in Jesus and God is not just a crutch for the simple-minded. Is God really just a crutch? Is he a crutch for the simple-minded? I've been trying for 22 years to do this stuff on my own. And I haven't got anywhere. It's only when I found out that I am
simple-minded in my own self that I've been able to wield the most power.
The world throws so much stuff at you, and I don't know, without God to help get you through, you just tend to be stuck, and you're kind of like you're helpless. And if you're not gonna ask for help and lean on Jesus, you're not gonna get too far.
And when we realize that He is God's supreme authority on this earth, then yeah, I want to lean on Him. I want to go to Him for wisdom. I want to go to Him for knowledge, because He is supreme authority, and He knows all.
When you say, okay, God, I am weak in these areas, and you say, here, God, here are all my weaknesses, Lord, that's when God can step in, and He gives you not just human strength, but His strength in those weaknesses. And that's why it says in the Bible, when we are weak, He is strong.
Who is the wiser person? The person who's willing to ask for help to get through things, or the person who decides that they don't need anybody, they don't need to believe in anything to get through. They only need to believe in themselves.
The Facts and Faith Challenge: if Jesus rose from the dead, did He really die? Clue number 1, no, it was a big setup created by a media event. Clue number 2, yes, but it's just His ghost that returned. No, that's not the answer. It's not just His ghost who returned. In fact, we're going to talk about simple power. It may be hard for you to believe. Simple power, yes, it's true. In fact, let's look at file 7 before you call it simple.
The mysteries of the past lead us to the purpose for the future. Answers for the present. UFOs explained. Ancient aliens revealed. Time has a beginning. Time has an end. File 7. Declassified. Power. Is it something we use, or is it only a state of mind? A businessman jumps to his death shortly after a stock market crash. He had been left with great financial loss. We are constantly bombarded with messages. If you're educated, are you all-powerful? Is success power? Is wealth? Do these things determine our worth? Is this the kind of power we need? Is power only for the strong? How do the weak survive? Or should they? What kind of power does it take to change a person? Does that power extend beyond the confines of our reality? How? Where? We worship education, wealth, and fame. But is that power? No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived the kind of power God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 9. Real power. What is it? The truth is in there.
How's it going? Hey, you can follow along on the webpage. In fact, it's program number 75. That's right. Item 20, as a matter of fact. Now, let's take a look at this. This is the data. Let's put it on the screen because the data is really cool. Watch this. The words of the great man known as Paul. Yes, he was a great man, actually. When writing to the church at Corinth, there was a church at Corinth, he said, that's a polar bear, by the way, when I came to you, I didn't come like some big corporate deal, man. I didn't show up like some kind of celebrity. Everybody move aside. No, I came to you with the image of simple power. What is that? Simple power. Well, that is to say, I didn't come to persuade you of anything. No, not sell you anything. All I did was simply tell you about the one called Jesus Christ. And I wanted to let you decide. It's true. Now, when you responded, what you saw was not the power of some kind of strong, high-energy televangelist. No! What you saw was the simple power of God. It's true, because that's where faith comes from. God, not from the entertainment value of man, 1 Corinthians 2. No, it doesn't come from the entertainment value of man. As a matter of fact, the fact is kind of interesting. Let's put the fact on the screen. And it says this. I like this one, by the way. There are two kinds of power, it's true. The power of entertainment and the power of truth. And by the way, they're not always the same. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things trying to gain your attention, trying to gain your viewership. And they're doing all kinds of powerful things to do it. But God's power is simple power because it changes your life. Here's the voice of reason.
The voice of reason.
Simple power created this big, huge starburst, it's true. Simple power is the power to create love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, kindness, and faith in your life. Now that's real simple to understand, isn't it? See, it's not real complicated, actually. Simple power is that which can change your life. Change the way you think. Change the way you feel about life. Change the way you talk. It's true. Here's Ode!
Hey, Rod, next we got the secret code to the next level of brain power.
And go to green.
Hey, check this out, right here.
Over here, look. Look at it.
Look at it right there. Hey, look at it.
You know, a lot of people say out with the old and in with the new, but just a minute on that.
Here we go.
Okay, the truth is hot, but the truth is the truth about the older generation and the new generation. In fact, let's bring in a little truth from the Data Master. Here it is. Check it out. Flying Ryan has it. Pay attention to the words of our older generation. You will learn valuable life skills from watching and listening to them. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1. The truth is hot and the truth burns, because the truth is we can learn from the older generation. Now, next time you think about that, think about going and talking to someone who's lived life a little bit longer than you have. That's straight from the Data Master. The Data Master is just a fancy name for this book called the Bible. Stood the test of time, so I have a suggestion for all the younger generation. Let's listen to the older generation. We might actually learn something about life. Think about it.
Take the beat to the street.
The facts they challenge: if Jesus rose from the dead, did he really die? Clue number 1, no, it was all a setup to create a media event, man. Clue number 2, yes, but it was just his ghost that returned. Clue number 3, no, the one who returned was an imposter pretending to be Jesus. No, that's not it. Let's talk about this next topic. And you don't have to be a dryer or in a dryer to get it. This next topic is the secret code to the next level of brain power. This guy needs a lot of brain power. Check it out. Watch this. No, 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 no!
Take two when you only have one camera, you diode!
Gee, Doc, you don't have to get so uptight about it.
Uptight? I'm about to premiere my own network for the very first time, and you don't want me to be uptight?
Aw, come on, Doc. It's only a cable network. Besides, we're on channel 6,666.
It may only look like a cable network to you, but soon This will be the most powerful cable network in the world!
Wow, Doc, it sounds like big plans. Who's handling the promotion?
There is no promotion, chiphead. All my power is in here. Right there.
Wow, Doc. What is it?
It's the secret code to the next level of brain power. And I have it.
It is said in a universe cluttered with billions of thoughts, the new commodity is attention. Many say the only way to cut through the clutter of self-inflicted entertainment is with artificial, virtual thought. But will our obsession with thought and reasoning lead us to a better future, or a bleak confrontation with the other limits?
Soon? Oh yes, very soon. I will be the most powerful man in the world!
Excuse me, Doc, but really, who's gonna watch the network?
No wonder you're just a cameraman. His brain reminds me of a 286 computer. Everybody wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be accepted. But most of all, everyone wants to have fun!
Yeah, so?
So? Don't you get it? Me, Dr. Badtracking. I'm creating the world's first virtual dance network.
Hey, Doc, how do you virtually dance, anyway?
Don't you get it? You don't really have to do anything to do something anymore. On my virtual dance network, you think you're having fun, but you're really not. It's perfect TV. Let's go. Fire up Badtracking's virtual dance network.
Okay, it's time for the voice of reason, and check it out. Is it real or is it virtual? The secret code to the next level of brain power comes from the designer of the universe, not the designer of human thought. No, it's true. You see, where do you find the thoughts of God, the designer of the universe? In the Data Master, and that's what this program is all about. Now, we'll be back to talk more about this and all the things we've talked about on Just the Facts. Hopefully, Badtracking's out of here. Watch this, and we'll be back. What's that? Did you hear that? Who's there?
Hello, no. Just want to remind you, as we're on the web.
You ever notice a lot of people have a lot to say about a lot of stuff and a lot of it's not good? I got a problem with that.
Here we go.
In fact, a lot of people are talking about free speech these days. Just get it off your chest, man. Say it. Well, let me tell you something. Bring on up the truth, Ryan, from Out of the Smoke. Check it out. Here is the truth. Pleasant words are sweet. That's right, sweet to the soul. You know what? They promote healing in every way. Now, this comes from Proverbs 16:24. Thanks, Ryan. That happens to be something called the Data Master, a fancy name for the Bible. Why is it a Bible? Why is it the world's bestseller? Because it gives good advice on how to talk. Because you see, however your heart is, whatever condition your heart or your soul's in, that's how your mouth speaks. I got to think about that one because sometimes I say stuff that really I shouldn't say. I have a suggestion. Let's not say stuff we really shouldn't say. How do we do that? By getting our heart right placed with God. Now, there's something to think about. Just a minute. Take some time with God. Think it over.
Let's hear more from the start of it.
Hey, check it out. The Facts and Faith Challenge is this. Facts and Faith Challenge is this. If Jesus rose from the dead, did he really die? Clue number one was no. It was all a setup to create a media event. Mad City. No, I don't think so. Clue number two, yes, but it was just his ghost that returned. No, that's not true either. In fact, clue number three, no, the one who returned was an imposter pretending to be Jesus. No. Here's the real deal. The real deal is this. Jesus was watched by the finest and Roman guard of the day to make sure he was dead as a human being. He was also God. He was witnessed by many when he made his resurrection. And in fact, Jesus was fully human and fully God. It's true. There's nothing virtual about Jesus. You see, a lot of people say what's real and what's virtual. Well, you know the best way to find out what's real? I believe that gravity is real, or is it virtual? I don't know. What do you think, Chris? Oh, sorry about that. You see, pain is real. It's true. That's how you can tell what's real and what's virtual. Sorry about that. So remember, next time, remember this, God's Word is real. It's called the Data Master. Yes, it's called the Data Master. He's kind of mad at me right now. It's okay, Chris, stay there. And the Data Master is God talking to you. Believe me, it's not painful. It helps solve your pain. It's okay, Chris. Take it down.